From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Good Wednesday afternoon. I'm Kelli Rosson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. This cold front that brought us showers and storms yesterday will continue to move through the Tennessee Valley, albeit very slowly. It is starting to stall out over our area, or just east of our area, ahead of the hurricane that will be making landfall by tomorrow evening in Florida. I have all of the details in this weather update for what you need to know for local impacts. Well, let's go ahead and start off with the rest of today. Expect a mostly cloudy sky with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s at best. Maybe some afternoon and evening showers, some light to moderate rain showers as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. Some models have us completely dry for the rest of the day, but I am not too convinced of that. We may still see some rain and maybe a rumble of thunder or two later on this afternoon and evening, but overnight we should be mainly dry. We're going to probably hold on to a mostly cloudy to partly cloudy sky as temperatures get down into the lower 60s. And then for your Thursday, the first half looking relatively dry, but we're going to start to see cloud cover really thicken up. It will also start to be quite gusty by your Thursday afternoon. Again, and that is ahead of the tropical remnants that will be impacting us here in the Tennessee Valley. By Thursday afternoon, we could see some isolated to scattered showers and storms pop up, and then a massive rainfall that will be to our east and south will continue to filter in later on in the afternoon, evening, and overnight. Expect widespread rain and storms. Some rainfall can be heavy at times, especially overnight and into your Friday morning. And that's the remnants of Helene moving through the Tennessee Valley. It will be quite gusty overnight as well, wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour in some places. And we will continue to see those remnants swirl through for the rest of your Friday, although the overnight and morning period look to be the wettest by far. Helene at this afternoon is a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 80 miles an hour, still chugging north-northwest, but it is expected to make a slight eastward turn. It is also expected to strengthen into a major Category 3 hurricane as it continues through the Gulf, and it is expected to be a major Category 3 hurricane, if not potentially an upper end Category 3 or lower end Category 4 upon landfall, according to National Hurricane Center forecasters. The storm is expected to make landfall by Thursday evening, and it will continue to track northward up through Georgia. Notice how that track is kind of nudging closer and closer to us. Now, we are still on the western side of this track, so we are not expecting a tornado threat. That still stands. However, we are still expecting a heavy rainfall and maybe some stronger winds than we originally thought. So right now we're kind of thinking 20 to 30 miles an hour with some isolated higher gusts. As the storm continues, the center of low pressure continues to track up through Georgia into Tennessee and then curve northwestward. And notice it's still at tropical storm strength as it gets into North Georgia. So we are definitely in for a rainy and a gusty Thursday through Friday. Heading into Friday morning, again, widespread rainfall starting to move off by midday on Friday, but we're still going to see those remnants roll through the rest of the day. Again, going to be quite gusty for much of Friday, especially during the morning and the first half of the day. Now we're going to see these remnants continue to swirl through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with some rain and maybe some rumbles of thunder. So here's a look at Helene's local impacts. I'll go ahead and step off for just a moment. We're expecting about 2 to 4 inches of rain, higher totals to the east in our eastern portion of our viewing area and east of Interstate 65. We'll be monitoring for flooding issues. Again, the heaviest of the rain looks to be Thursday overnight into Friday morning. We're also expecting breezy conditions with wind gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour. And again, if that center of low pressure continues to track closer to us, we will have to increase our wind gust forecast. Again, we are not expecting a local tornado threat with this system. We remain on the western side of the track as far as our local viewing area goes. And moisture, like I said, will linger through the weekend, but it won't be as widespread as we expect Thursday evening into the overnight and into early Friday morning. Now, temperatures are going to be feeling quite nice due to thick cloud cover and, of course, all of that rain that we are expecting. We stay in the 70s for the next several days, even into the lower 70s Friday and Saturday. So we are going to be rather cool for the next several days. Here is a look at your forecast if you are heading out to the Middle Tennessee District Fair at Rotary Park this evening. Again, expect showers and maybe a rumble of thunder in the area. So if you are heading out Not the best night for it like yesterday, but we're not going to see as stormy conditions and as windy conditions as what we saw yesterday. Temperatures will also fall back into the 70s and into the 60s eventually overnight. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, rain and storms expected over the next several days. Now, the heaviest rain and the most widespread rain going to be Thursday overnight into very early Friday morning. That moisture looks to get out of here by midday, but the wind threat may still remain for much of Friday. So keep that in mind. Just because the rain is over doesn't mean that the gusty winds are going to be over. It's going to be quite windy Thursday afternoon through pretty much all of Friday. Again, wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour, maybe even higher. We're going to have to watch that track of the center of low pressure very carefully. It is, though, expected to stay completely west of us. Now we're going to see some moisture linger through the weekend, and we're going to see those temperatures stay in the 70s over the next 7 days. That's a look at your local forecast. Fred is back this evening with another update.